Why do some people succeed, achieving remarkable feats and reaching the pinnacle of their fields? What separates those who consistently rise to the top from those who, despite possessing similar raw abilities, struggle to find their footing, while others with equal talent do not? Why do some individuals seem to consistently fall short of their potential, facing setbacks and disappointments that hinder their progress? What underlying factors contribute to this disparity in outcomes? The answer lies in our beliefs about our abilities. It's not just about innate skill or inherent aptitude, but rather the way we perceive and interpret our own capabilities. Our mindset, the lens through which we view our talents and potential, plays a crucial role in shaping our success. In a fixed mindset, people believe qualities like intelligence or talent are set in stone, unchangeable and predetermined. They see their abilities as finite and static, something they are born with and cannot significantly alter. You either have them or you don't. This perspective creates a sense of limitation, a belief that one's potential is capped and that effort is unlikely to yield substantial improvement. This creates a constant need to prove yourself, a relentless pressure to validate your existing abilities and avoid situations where you might appear inadequate, turning every situation into a test, a high-stakes evaluation of your inherent worth and competence. Every task, every challenge becomes an opportunity to either confirm or deny your perceived level of talent. Will I succeed or fail? Will I look smart or dumb? The fear of failure looms large, driving individuals to avoid risks and stick to what they already know they can do well, stifling growth and innovation. In contrast, a growth mindset is the belief that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. It's the understanding that intelligence and talent are not fixed traits, but rather qualities that can be cultivated and expanded through effort, perseverance, and a willingness to learn. This view fosters a love of learning and resilience, essential for great accomplishment. It encourages individuals to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, to view setbacks as learning experiences, and to persist in the face of adversity. With a growth mindset, you don't have to be perfect right away. You understand that mastery is a journey, not a destination, and that progress is made through consistent effort and deliberate practice. You embrace challenges, seeing them not as threats to your ego, but as opportunities to expand your skills and knowledge. Persist through setbacks, viewing failures not as evidence of your limitations, but as valuable feedback that informs your future efforts, and see effort as the path to mastery. You recognize that hard work, dedication, and consistent practice are the keys to unlocking your full potential and achieving your goals. Let's see this in action. To truly understand the power of these mindsets, let's examine a practical example that highlights the contrasting approaches. Imagine two students who both get a C+ on a math test. They both receive the same grade, but their reactions and subsequent actions will be drastically different based on their underlying mindsets. The fixed mindset student thinks, "I'm just not good at math," interpreting the grade as a reflection of their inherent lack of mathematical ability, and may avoid math in the future to protect their ego. They might skip class, avoid homework, and generally disengage from the subject to minimize the risk of further confirming their perceived inadequacy. The grade becomes a label, a permanent and defining characteristic that shapes their self-perception and limits their future aspirations, shutting down their desire to try again. They see no point in putting in effort, believing that their inherent limitations will prevent them from ever succeeding in math. The growth mindset student thinks, "I didn't do as well as I wanted. What can I do differently next time?" They view the grade not as a judgment of their inherent ability, but as a signal that they need to adjust their approach and put in more effort. For them, the grade is feedback, not a verdict. It's information that can be used to identify areas for improvement and guide their future learning. They might seek help, asking their teacher for clarification, joining a study group, or seeking tutoring to address their weaknesses. Try new strategies, experimenting with different study techniques, breaking down complex problems into smaller steps, or finding alternative resources to enhance their understanding. And see the C+ as a signal to work harder. They are motivated to put in the extra effort, knowing that with dedication and perseverance, they can improve their understanding and achieve a better grade in the future. The difference? One sees ability as fixed, a predetermined and unchangeable trait that dictates their potential. The other as something to build and strengthen. The other views ability as a muscle that can be developed through consistent effort, practice, and a willingness to learn from mistakes. This simple shift in mindset can change the entire trajectory of learning and achievement. It can transform a student who is discouraged and disengaged into one who is motivated and resilient, capable of overcoming challenges and achieving their full potential. It's not about proving you're good enough. It's about becoming better. It's about embracing the journey of learning and growth, focusing on continuous improvement rather than seeking validation of your existing abilities. The world of growth mindset is filled with opportunity, exploration, and continuous development. It's a world where challenges are embraced, setbacks are learned from, and potential is limitless. Your potential isn't predetermined. It's something you can cultivate. Like a garden, your abilities can be nurtured and grown through consistent effort, dedication, and a willingness to learn. Which mindset will you choose? Will you embrace the limitations of a fixed mindset, or will you unlock the limitless potential of a growth mindset? The choice is yours, and it will shape the trajectory of your learning and achievement. Mindset is the lens through which you see everything. It shapes how you interpret experiences and respond to challenges. In school, a fixed mindset leads students to avoid difficult subjects for fear of looking unintelligent. They may even cheat to protect their image. At work, fixed mindset employees avoid tough projects, feel threatened by others' success, and resist feedback, limiting their own growth. In relationships, a fixed mindset makes people believe compatibility is fixed. Conflict feels like a sign of doom, not a chance to grow. In contrast, a growth mindset transforms every area of life. Students embrace challenges, knowing struggle is part of learning. Employees volunteer for tough assignments, welcome feedback, and see colleagues' success as inspiration. In relationships, growth-minded people know that effort and adaptation build stronger bonds. Your mindset doesn't just influence what you achieve, it shapes who you become. Choose growth and you'll see opportunities everywhere. In the journey of learning and self-improvement, we often encounter obstacles that seem insurmountable. It's easy to get discouraged and feel like we've reached our limit. But what if I told you there's a simple yet incredibly powerful tool that can help you overcome these challenges and unlock your full potential? That tool is the phrase, "not yet." It's a small addition to your vocabulary, but it can make a huge difference in your mindset and your ability to achieve your goals. Saying, "I can't do this," is a dead end. It's a statement of finality, a declaration of defeat. It shuts down any possibility of growth or progress. It traps you in a fixed mindset, believing that your abilities are limited and unchangeable. But "I can't do this yet" puts you on a path of development. It acknowledges that you're not where you want to be, but it also implies that you're capable of getting there. It opens the door to learning, growth, and improvement. "Not yet" transforms failure from a verdict into a process, a temporary setback rather than a permanent label. It reframes your perspective, allowing you to see mistakes as opportunities for learning and growth. Acknowledging difficulty without accepting it as permanent. It's about recognizing that challenges are a natural part of the learning process, and that with effort and perseverance, you can overcome them. In a Chicago high school, students received a grade of "not yet" instead of failing. This innovative approach shifted the focus from judgment to progress, encouraging students to embrace challenges and persist in their learning. This simple change motivated them to keep trying, fostering a growth mindset and a belief in their ability to improve, reinforcing the belief that ability can grow. It instilled in them the understanding that intelligence and skills are not fixed traits, but rather qualities that can be developed through dedication and hard work. You can use this idea every day. Incorporate "not yet" into your daily self-talk and watch how it transforms your approach to challenges. When you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good at this," add "yet." It's a simple addition, but it can have a profound impact on your mindset. "I'm not good at public speaking yet. I haven't learned to code yet." This small shift keeps you engaged in learning and persistent through challenges. It reminds you that progress is a journey, not a destination, and that every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. "Not yet" is a bridge from where you are to where you want to be. It connects your present reality with your future aspirations, providing a pathway for growth and achievement. It's a reminder that your abilities are not fixed. They are malleable, adaptable, and capable of expanding with effort and dedication. Embrace "not yet," and you'll keep moving forward. It's a powerful tool for cultivating a growth mindset and unlocking your full potential. Growth is always possible. With the power of "not yet," you can transform challenges into opportunities and achieve your dreams. How you view failure. fundamentally reveals your mindset and shapes your potential. It dictates whether you see setbacks as devastating blows or invaluable learning opportunities. In a fixed mindset, failure feels like a verdict on your worth, a stamp of inadequacy. It's a deeply personal attack on your intelligence and capabilities. It's something to avoid at all costs, leading people to stick only to what they know, trapped within the confines of their comfort zone, never daring to venture beyond. When failure happens, the fixed mindset response is shame, excuses, or blame, deflecting responsibility and protecting a fragile ego, ultimately missing the chance to learn and grow from the experience. The lesson remains unabsorbed, the potential unrealized. In a growth mindset, failure is simply information, valuable data points on the path to success. It's not a sign of stupidity or inherent lack of talent, but a signal to try a new strategy, to adapt and refine your approach. It's an invitation to innovate. Every successful person, without exception, has a history littered with failures behind them. These failures are not blemishes but badges of honor. Mistakes aren't shameful, they're inevitable. They're valuable lessons disguised as setbacks, opportunities for profound learning and self-improvement. Embracing failure as a teacher means asking, with genuine curiosity, what can I learn from this experience? What went wrong, and how can I do better next time? Analyze setbacks with curiosity and a desire to understand, not with judgment and self-recrimination. Each fall provides invaluable knowledge and experience to climb higher and more effectively. Resilience grows exponentially when you consciously choose to see failure not as a stop sign, but as a stepping stone on your path to growth and achievement. The greatest teacher you'll ever have, the most profound source of wisdom and growth, is failure. If you're willing to open your mind and heart and truly learn from it, let it make you stronger, wiser, more resilient, and ultimately, more capable of achieving your goals. As parents, teachers, and coaches, our words shape children's mindsets. Praising intelligence, "You're so smart," promotes a fixed mindset, making kids fear mistakes and avoid challenges. Instead, praise the process, effort, strategies, persistence, and improvement. Say, "You worked really hard," or "I like how you tried different strategies." This teaches kids that success comes from actions within their control, not fixed traits. Process praise builds resilience and a love of learning. Children praised for effort embrace challenges and persist through setbacks. They see failure as part of learning, not a reflection of who they are. The greatest gift we can give children is the belief that they can grow. Sports offer powerful examples of growth mindset in action. Michael Jordan, cut from his high school team, used failure as fuel, practicing relentlessly and turning weaknesses into strengths. He saw talent as a starting point, not a limit. Jordan's growth mindset, embracing mistakes, seeking challenges, and working harder, set him apart. In business, great leaders are learners, not know-it-alls. Jack Welch transformed GE by fostering a culture of growth, curiosity, and open feedback. Growth-minded leaders invest in their teams, encourage risk-taking, and see mistakes as learning opportunities. They don't need to be the smartest in the room. They bring out the best in others. This mindset builds resilient, innovative organizations. Whether in sports or business, growth mindset drives continuous improvement. It's not about innate genius. It's about relentless learning. Lead with humility and a passion for growth. That's how greatness is built. Organizations have mindsets too. In a fixed mindset culture of genius, talent is worshipped and employees compete to prove their brilliance. This creates fear of failure, stifles collaboration, and discourages risk-taking. Feedback is avoided and innovation stalls. In contrast, growth mindset organizations believe everyone can develop abilities through effort and learning. Leaders act as coaches, fostering safety to take risks and learn from mistakes. Employees collaborate, seek feedback, and see failure as a learning opportunity. Companies like Microsoft have thrived by shifting to a learn-it-all culture. Growth mindset cultures drive engagement, innovation, and success. The collective belief in growth transforms organizations. Which culture will you help create? Mindsets aren't permanent. You can build a growth mindset with practice. First, learn to spot the difference between fixed and growth mindsets in yourself. Notice your triggers. When do you feel stuck? When do you fear failure or criticism? Listen for your inner fixed mindset voice. You can't do this, or what if you fail? Challenge it. Respond with a growth mindset voice. This is hard, but I can learn. Reframe mistakes as proof you're trying, not as evidence of inadequacy. Take action. Seek out challenges, Analyze setbacks and ask for feedback. Celebrate effort, strategy, and progress, not just results. Each step rewires your brain for growth. The more you practice, the more natural a growth mindset becomes. Change your thoughts, change your actions, and you'll change your life. Growth is a choice you make every day. Building a growth mindset is a daily practice, not a one-time event. Start and end your day with a growth mindset intention. What can I learn today? Practice mindful self-talk. When you catch fixed mindset language, pause and reframe it. Embrace imperfections and celebrate effort, yours and others. Acknowledge hard work, not just outcomes. Make feedback a regular habit. Ask for input and approach it with curiosity. The more you seek feedback, the less intimidating it becomes. These small habits reinforce your belief in growth. Over time, they transform your mindset and your results. Growth is built one small step at a time. The most important lesson about mindsets is hope you are not stuck. Your qualities aren't fixed. You can change, learn, and grow at any stage of life. Growth mindset frees you from the need to be perfect and lets you embrace the process of becoming. We all have both mindsets. The goal is to recognize the fixed one and choose growth. Think of your life as a story you're still writing. You can always add new chapters. Your potential is vast and waiting to be explored. Embrace not yet, see challenges as opportunities, and reframe failures as lessons. Praise the process in yourself and others. By adopting a growth mindset, you unlock your potential and give yourself the freedom to pursue your dreams. The path to growth is always open. It begins with the simple, powerful belief that you can.